Hey there, it's David. Peace is a word that gets thrown around a great deal in varying contexts. Peace can mean a state of tranquility or quiet. Peace can mean freedom from disquieting or oppressive thoughts or emotions. Peace can also mean harmony in personal relations, or a state or period of mutual concord between governments. Yet peace can also mean interjectionally, a way to ask for silence or calm, or even as a greeting or a farewell. One of the reasons that the word peace occupies so much bandwidth in our lives is that deep down, all of us desire it, want it, and seek it. The pursuit of the peace that surpasses all understanding underpins my life and your life. In fact, the pursuit of the peace that surpasses all understanding underpins every life that has ever been or will ever be. This is precisely why it's essential on your journey to come to an understanding of what peace means to you and what that peace looks like in your life right here, right now. And the ability to constantly revisit the question of what peace looks like in your life right here, right now. For if you can't define what peace looks like in your life right here, right now, for yourself, not what someone else or something else wants you to define as peace in your life, you're doomed to live on this island forever. You'll live in a constant state of knowing that there's something more to life, that you have a hole in your life that you haven't been able to fill on your own. So, today I won't bury the lead. You want to be able to define what peace looks like in your life, right here, right now. You want to get real with yourself so that you can understand how your definition of peace is influencing your life and the decisions that you're making. So, are you ready to define peace in your life right here, right now? Let's go island hopping. You've come to some clarity as to what you truly want in your life. You've also taken the time to better understand who you are right here, right now. And all of this has been in the pursuit of the elusive more that you know is out there somewhere. You have a hole in your life that you haven't been able to fill on your own. The next step that you will take on this island is to define, embrace, and experience peace. And here's an important hint. The peace that you're seeking isn't about feeling happy. Yes, peaceful people are happy people, but not every happy person that you encounter is peaceful. Being happy is a symptom of peace, but just like a cold, people who aren't sick sometimes sneeze. In the same way, it's an everyday occurrence that people who aren't peaceful experience moments of happiness. Yet my prayer is that you aren't satisfied with the occasional symptoms of peace. The peace that you seek is found in understanding who you are, combined with the fact that you know deep down that everything is gonna be all right. The peace that you can't adequately explain in words. The peace that you can't bottle. The peace that comes from without your power to manufacture it, win it, conquer it, deserve it, or even understand it. For this is the peace that you can only be. The peace that you seek isn't about what you do. This is the peace that every single person who has ever lived and will ever live has been seeking and will be seeking.
Peace for me means getting along with everybody. And I came from a peace-loving church where we didn't believe in fighting. And so in my feeling of peace is all the fact that we have all this fighting is just not good. And I feel like we need to do our parts at home, but we can't do the things abroad or even here in our own country. So I just try to do the best I can and hope that at some point other people will feel in their hearts to have peace for others. And my Christmas cards all have peace on them.
Peace to me, I always think of God's peace that he gives us that surpasses all understanding. And if we have that peace in our hearts, we can be peaceful, we can be loving, we can go to sleep at night with a clear conscience, we can be restful and relaxed and treat each other with love. And I always sign my cards, God's peace.
These aren't easy questions. I think peace for me is the management between stressful moments, whether those moments last seconds, minutes, or hours, but trying to figure out between those or stressful times how you manage your family, yourself, everyone around you to just be more present in that time. And I think that's what peaceful is for me.
Peace for me means I have to step back and just say, God, you're in charge of this world. And whatever your plan is, I'm with it. And it reminds me that there is so much we don't know, understand, or control. And that's peace.
This peace that you seek isn't something that you can create or conjure up on your own. This peace that you seek is something that can only be experienced when you let go. Let go of your preconceived notions of peace. Let go of any quick fix solutions in order to find peace. Let go of someone else's definition of peace, and especially let go of what you think you know about peace. The peace that you seek can only be discovered by embracing the fact that you're without. Once you embrace your withoutness, you're left with the possibility of experiencing a peace that surpasses all understanding. Not that you can't fathom this peace, but that the peace that you will experience flies in the face of worldly reason and explanation. The world doesn't teach about this peace, for the world can only teach that which it knows. And worldly peace is a fractured, faulty peace found when you embrace your withness. It's a peace found in conquest, prosperity, security, and comfort, none of which are bad in themselves, but when combined as your definition of peace, will create a stumbling block in your ultimate pursuit of who you've been created to be. For conquest, prosperity, security, and comfort are all symptoms of worldly stuff: money, politics, property, and possessions. Again, there's nothing wrong with worldly stuff, as long as you don't pursue peace to fill the hole in your life through the seeking out of and the retention of worldly stuff. For worldly stuff, money, politics, property, and possessions are finite. They are here today and gone tomorrow. And anyone who gives it a second thought would agree that peace based on anything that's here today and gone tomorrow isn't truly peace. Chasing after worldly peace will force you into a destination loop. You'll experience moments of peace with the successful achievement of a destination, only to quickly discover that what you thought would give you peace doesn't, which in turn translates into you seeking new achievements in order to reach new destinations that you believe will help you find peace. And the whole vicious cycle starts all over again. This vicious cycle is the very stumbling block in your ultimate pursuit of who you've been created to be. For how can you discover and live into who you've been created to be if your life is all about chasing after new destinations that you think will give you peace? The world doesn't teach you to embrace your withoutness. And because of this fact, few of us have consciously gone through a process of letting go of the control of our lives. Yes, some have gone through a religious process of accepting a faith, yielding their life to something bigger than themselves. Some have even become members of groups by acknowledging that they need something. But far fewer of us have actually acknowledged our withoutness and let go of our destination motivation in order to embrace our journey to be. This is precisely why it's so important to take the time to go through this process right here, right now. For if you ever desire to fill that hole in your life that you haven't been able to fill on your own, you must let go of your desire to control. You must let go of the lie that peace can only be found in your life through embracing your withness. Peace can only be found when you let go of the very thing that you've been trying so desperately to hold on to, control. Peace can only be found when you embrace your withoutness. You are without the power and the ability to manufacture peace, to experience peace, or even to merit peace on your own. The only way that you'll ever truly find peace is by acknowledging and embracing your withoutness. For it's only through the confession that you're without that you'll ever be open, available, and ready to experience the peace that surpasses all understanding, the peace that everyone is seeking. Admit it. You're tired of always trying to control everything and everyone. You're tired of constantly believing that you have to have all the answers. And you're frustrated because you realize that you don't know all the answers. You realize that you're without, but you've never been given the permission to embrace your withoutness. Well, today's the day. Permission granted. You can't find the elusive more that you know is out there somewhere, and you're scared of what people might think of you if they knew that you don't have all the answers, that you don't have everything figured out, that you don't have peace. Well, I'm giving you permission to embrace not only your wants and the reality of who you are, but also that you're without the power to control whatever needs to be controlled in order to get all of your wants and to figure out who you are. Once you let go of the worldly nature of desiring total control in order to find peace, you will finally find the peace that surpasses all understanding. Once you find this peace, you'll have the ability to tackle anything in your life because deep down, you'll know that everything is going to be all right. Why? Because everything isn't up to you. Embracing your withoutness in order to find the peace that surpasses all understanding. I know it sounds weird, for I've been right where you are. It's counterintuitive to the way that you've always lived and seen life. I get it, but it's true, and it's vital in your journey to be. If you can't embrace your withoutness, you'll never be peaceful. Yes, like a sneeze, you will have moments of peace in your life. But please tell me that moments of peace aren't the goal for your life. So, until next time, when we will finish up the lessons of this island by reminding you that the journey is your destination, ask yourself this question: what does peace look like in my life? And don't forget that if this is your first time island hopping, go back to Episode 1, Season 1, The Rules, for your journey is best taken from the beginning.
Hi there, it's Maggie. Island Hopping is a production of Journey to Be Ministries and is sponsored by Beneva Christian Church. You can find Beneva Christian on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, as well as their website, benevachristian.com. If you'd like to contact David, just drop him an email at islandhoppingpodcast@gmail.com. That's islandhoppingpodcast@gmail.com.